What's up? Hey guys. So, I'm going to take you through a tutorial on how to cut your hair only using scissors. That's it. This is all the tools you need. Okay, kinda. You'll also need a full standing mirror. You'll need a handheld mirror, and you'll also need a razor to finish everything off. But the idea is you get to cut your hair with only using what you have available at home. So if your hair is anything like mine, I need a haircut every 2 weeks, and it can get super expensive. So I opted to stop paying somebody else to cut my hair, and so I've been cutting my own hair every 2 weeks for the last 20 years. I don't even know how much haircuts cost nowadays. A couple things I want to say. This is a guide to help tell you how I cut my hair, and you can do it your own way. But a few things to note. You're gonna mess up. Just embrace it. Just, I'm gonna screw it up real bad the first time, and then I'll get a little bit better. And worst comes to worst, you're gonna get to do it again in 2 weeks or so. Let's get into it. How do I do it? Wash your hair. This is particularly important if you have hair product on, or if you have like bedhead or hat hair. You want to wash your hair so it's clean and it gets all of your hairs standing straight up and out of your head. Now, when it's standing that way, it's easier to kind of spot where the highs and lows are. So, what are the steps of cutting my hair? Super simple. I start on the sides, and then I work my way to the back. I do the top, and I just finish off with the last bit of tweaks here and there. And I'll take you guys through each one of these steps. Hey guys, okay, so quick disclaimer. I'm just a guy with a camera trying to pass along a skill to all of you. And I hope that it does help you, but I guess that there are some inherent risks when you're trying to cut your own hair for the first time. So exercise caution. Okay, back to tutorial me. So, how do I do the sides? Well, I take the trusty scissors, and I actually begin at the sideburns. And as I will cut little by little, and I'll work my way up while looking into a mirror. That way I know that I'm going up on a straight line, and I can see how the hair is sticking out on the sides as I cut it. And what I do then is I work my way to the next column over, and I work my way up. And then again, and then again, and then again. I do the same to the other side. And in the very back, that's when I would introduce a mirror. This helps me continue on exactly where I left off. So I can only see about here when I'm looking in front of a mirror, just like you can. But when I use a handheld mirror, it gives me a reflection point, so I can continue cutting back more, until I can meet both sides. And before I know it, it's done. Sides, back, finish. Then I get to the top. So for the top, you want to figure out where your natural part is. So the natural part is a part of your hair that tends to just spout in opposite directions. For me, it's right here. You'll notice if you look, my hair naturally kind of parts over there, and there's a line that continues on until it gets about back here. So I would start for the top on the natural parts. And how I would begin is I would pick a position either my left of the part or my right of the part. And I would pinch an amount and snip it downwards with this scissor blade facing towards my scalp. Be careful not to poke yourself. It will hurt. And I'd snip back and again. And similarly, I'm going to use rows now instead of columns. So I would do the next row, until I get to the edge, and this is where this is the edge where I would have met with the time that I cut the sides of my hair. Okay, and then I would do the same thing to the other side of the part. So starting from the part line, I would do this up here, down, until I'm done from the top. Then I would jump to the back, where in this case, I'm gonna need both my hands because, well, I'm pinching. But the nice thing is I'm already following through, and using the pinch, it actually helps me control the amount of hair that I cut off. So what I mean is when I pinch my hair, I can feel the hair between my fingers, and I actually don't hold the hair past this point. That means that usually I only cut off about this much in hair length. And so even without me seeing it, then I can still continue cutting approximately the same amount. And what I do to the back of my head is that I would feel around. I would actually pinch around, and I could feel if I missed a spot. It's a little bit longer, and I would go, there it is, and I'll take that away. The last part is the front of my hair. Similar concept. I typically like to keep the front of my hair a bit longer than the rest. So I would still start from the part, and the part would have the shortest hair cuts. And as it goes further out towards my side, it progressively becomes longer. Pro tip: after I'm done doing that, I actually give the front of my hair a little bit of layer. And so what I would do is I would actually cut just like 1 or 2 hair upwards, in an upwards direction. And the reason why I do that is because it lets my hair naturally like go upwards. Much easier to style. When I wash my hair, it doesn't just fall right down to my eyes. And that is the heavy work of the cutting. So the next step after that is touch up. And with the touch up, I would grab my razor and do my sideburns. And I would also grab the back of my neck. Those are just the end places that scissors can't really get to effectively. And you'd grab the scissor again, and you would go back and double check your work. So at this point, I would change my position to the mirror. Typically, I'd go much closer, and I'd slowly take a look. Same angles, but I'd look at it very slowly, and I'd kind of scan to see if there are any hairs that's sticking out more than the others. Those would just be spots that I had overlooked, and I just give it a quick snip. Aside from that, when you cut your hair, you actually do release some oils. And so when you're showering, use shampoo. It's gonna help you feel extra clean. And after you're done showering, it's congratulations. You're done. You have successfully cut your hair your first time, or unsuccessfully. Just embrace it. It's all good. So I do hope you find this helpful. You know, personally, I do just use a scissor, even though I do have my own set of, God, I'm losing the word. Clippers. I do have my own clippers. I use those for my kids. I just got really used to using a pair of scissors, and it's great. When I travel, I just have a pair of scissors with me, or I just go out and buy one, and boom, I could cut my hair anywhere. I just need scissors and a mirror. So I really do hope it helps a few of you, and let me know, and I'd love to just see, you know, what comes out of it, right? If you are embracing your work strongly enough that you're willing to post some pictures, send them. I would love to see some. All right, that about does it. I will catch you guys later. Good luck.